They rallied hours before his hearing. Supporters from across the country came carrying signs, flags, and banners in protest of the indictment of Cliven Bundy and his sons. About 100 people gathered outside the Federal Courthouse building here in Las Vegas, all in support of Cliven Bundy, who's being indicted on federal charges.
Free Bundy!
Whatever happened to innocent before proven guilty, and he's being treated as if he was a murderer.
Cliven Bundy was arrested under a grand jury indictment stemming from a 2014 protest against the BLM at his Bunkerville ranch south of Mesquite. He and hundreds of others took a stand against the BLM, protesting claims that Bundy failed to pay for grazing fees on BLM property near his ranch. The amount they claim he owes is over $1 million.
He owns 160 acres. He grazed on 600,000 acres. He owes the taxpayer for those grazing fees, and all the other ranchers in that vicinity pay their grazing fees.
The indictment said Bundy had trespassed on the public lands for over 20 years, refusing to obtain the legally required permits or pay the required fees to keep and graze his cattle on the land. If convicted under the federal charges, he could end up spending the rest of his life behind bars. Supporters of Bundy say the issue isn't over grazing fees, but the government's overreach, water rights, and violation of the U.S. Constitution.
The Constitution isn't dead!
I'm from Vegas. I'm out here just to protect our rights, to stand up for Cliven Bundy. He was illegally arrested. They're trying to take that man's land. He did nothing wrong. The government lied.
This goes on in Texas, in Colorado, obviously in Oregon, here in Nevada, all over the country. It's got to stop. Our government's based on the Constitution.
The movement carried on into Oregon in 2016, where his sons and several others took a stand for 41 days at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge. They too were arrested and indicted. Like his sons, Cliven Bundy was denied bail by an Oregon federal court judge who determined him as a flight risk.
Here it is, a man 69 years old, no prior convictions. He's not a flight risk. They won't give him no type of bail, and yet they want to give him life in prison. And the problem is the system is flawed, and it's like if you don't play the good old boys game and stuff, they're just going to sink you down.
Are you
Daughters of LaVoy Finicum, who was shot and killed in Oregon in January, came to show their support.
We stand together or we hang separately.
Bundy's family also came to support him, and his daughter was selling political prisoner T-shirts to raise money for his defense.
The line is drawn in the sand, and we got to make a choice on which side we're going to stand on. Are we going to stand and we're going to fight and we're going to stand up and be educated, or are we going to be part of the uneducated and just sit on the other side?
Others rallied in support, asking for prayer and education on the Constitution.
But God is speaking to us to say, if we want to keep our liberty, if we want to keep our freedom, we need to submit to Him in prayer and ask for His guidance.
We're law-abiding citizens. We believe in the law. We believe in that we need policemen, that we need people to take care of when people break the law, as long as the law is constitutional.
And when asked if anyone in Congress might help?
Personally, I don't think they care. It's my personal opinion, because it has no benefit to them.
The supporters believe that the more united they stand, the better chance they have of getting their message across. In the meantime, family members that are left will also stand united in a cause to free their loved ones. In Las Vegas, Melissa Anderson, KCSG News.